Good morning, sunny South Florida. Welcome to the Resiliency News Hour on Watch TV. I'm your host, Beam Fur. Today I will be joined by two special correspondents here in our studio. Dan Lindblade, special reporter on economic development and small businesses, and Dr. Jennifer Hirado, chief resiliency correspondent. Resilience touches on every facet of our community and economy, from housing affordability to public health and safety, to economic opportunity and community livability. Resilience is key to supporting growth and delivering quality of life for all of our residents. It is a pillar that holds up our entire community, and the pillar is at risk. What's at risk, you might ask? All of the beautiful assets of our community, from our Everglades to our beaches, to our coral reefs and coastal ecosystems. Climate change threatens our diverse natural resources and the economies they support. Viewers like you know we celebrate a community rich in diversity and culture, but there are inequities. Climate change threatens to add to these existing challenges and poses unique threats for the most vulnerable among us. So what do we do about it? In order to protect the home that we love, we will need to invest in the built environment. Investments in resilience will both protect and bolster key industries and economic sectors. We serve as a hub for international trade and commerce. With an unparalleled marine industry, a growing airport, a bustling Port Everglades, and rapidly developing economic engines. Here's the good news. We are well positioned to model and market our resilience solutions. Now here's our chief resilience correspondent, Dr. Hirado, to tell you more.
Our climate is changing rapidly. Whether it's record-breaking heat waves or storms, climate change is increasingly in the headlines. In August, the United Nations International Panel on Climate Change released its 6th climate assessment report with a new headline: "The scale of change is unprecedented and affecting every region across the globe." This is code red for humanity. That's scary news, folks. CO2 emissions are the culprit, increasing global temperatures and pushing sea level rise. Flooding receives a lot of attention, but the impacts of extreme heat could also be profound, restricting outdoor work and driving energy demands for cooling. Good news, viewers, it's not all despair. This report also notes that deep emissions reductions will produce benefits in just decades, benefits realized in our lifetime, which is why clean energy must be part of our solution, as well as urgent adaptation of the built environment. Both are key to community resilience.
That's a scary report, Dr. Hirado. Thank you for that coverage. Fortunately, folks, we're not starting our response from zero. Quite the opposite. Broward County has a county-wide climate change action plan with a prominent focus on healthy communities and social equity. We are now in our 13th year of collaboration with neighboring Palm Beach, Miami-Dade, and Monroe counties as part of the Southeast Florida Regional Climate Change Compact. Each year we convene an annual summit that brings together hundreds of thought leaders and experts who they all play a role. We also hold an annual Broward Resilience Roundtable, which brings together county, municipal, and business leadership to share progress and coordinate next steps. But perhaps most exciting is our annual Climate Youth Summit, which brings together students to learn and share ideas on how to build a more resilient Broward County. These kids are crushing it. This last year, we hosted our 3rd Youth Summit with almost more than 4,000 students. Here to tell you more about why that is so important is our economic development and small business reporter, Dan Lindblade. Dan?
Thanks for the kind introduction, Beam. There's nothing more I like talking about than the talent here in Broward County. And trust me, the Youth Summit is an investment in the future of our county. The next generation deserves a resilient future. And to remain competitive, we need to realize the economic importance of this issue and collaborate with the business sector to tackle it. Fortunately, many of our businesses and political leaders are teaming up to do just that. Together, we have produced the business case for resilience, which highlights the economic case for our region to make these resilient investments. The report found that Community-wide, adaptation has a 2-to-1 cost return. And at the building level adaptation, it has a 4-to-1 return. Both will be required. Viewers, if we do not act, our community could face more than $50 billion in direct losses from climate change over the next 50 years. We need you to keep tuning in.
That's right, Dan. The future isn't possible without viewers like you. So what does a resilient future look like? How do we adapt our built community for the threat of climate change? The wheels are well in motion. We have adopted a new unified sea level rise projection that gives us a blueprint for how to adapt our built environment. This includes modified drainage requirements to handle excess water, as well as new seawall standards to protect against tidal flooding, and updated standards for building elevations to account for higher floodwaters. That's some exciting progress.
That's right, Jennifer. And it's so important to showcase our entire community, especially businesses. How these investments pay off, such as the modified boat ramp in Hollywood Marina to address flooding, as well as the redesign of A1A along Fort Lauderdale Beach to protect against collapse, the raising of our seawalls or other stormwater improvements for flood mitigation and preservation of basic services, they're already underway.
Today's program has been brought to you by Broward County's Interactive Resilience Dashboard, which brings together the planning and investments of all of our local governments on one single site. Check it out with our sponsor's website on the Prosperity Partnership. This program airs throughout the South Florida region, and these solutions are not just confined to Broward County. The regional C51 reservoir, located in Palm Beach, is a water sustainability project advanced by our county and regionally. The groundbreaking was celebrated in February with an exciting event. We are also working to secure funding for the Central and Southern Florida Project Resiliency Study to inform the upgrade of the regional drainage system. We are making progress, but there's a lot of work to be done. This is the leading story every night for the next 50 years if we do not all do our part. And that's where we need help from viewers like you. There are tremendous opportunities for collaboration across all our pillars. Resilience ties in with equity and social justice. It is a major part of economic development. It affects affordable housing and transportation. It is embedded in our culture and furthered through our arts. Every part of it, of our lives and our community, will be touched by this issue. That's why it is so essential for all of us to come together, share ideas, and collaborate. We can choose to be impacted positively or negatively. Let's make it positive, Broward.
Positive is the key word, Beam. A positive path requires we grow our talent here in Broward County through developmental training and internships. We need to provide stepping stones that connect our youth to opportunity, building skills, and demand for resilient jobs in Broward County.
I couldn't agree more, and those investments will come in various forms and funding streams. Partnerships across pillars will make us more competitive. We urge you to consider how resiliency really connects to your efforts and how to partner.
If you can allow me to editorialize, I consider action on resilience both personal and professional challenge, but it's only through our collective efforts that we can change, and we must change the trajectory of this. Acting as 1,000 points of light, we can be an essential role. Let's work together to deliver resilience for the prosperity of Broward.
That is quite a report. We have a challenge, but we also have opportunity. That's what we love at Watch TV, and we can't wait to watch what comes next. For Dr. Harada, Mr. Lindblade, and all of us here at the Resiliency News Hour, I'm Beam Fur.